moving right along places us in a beautiful segment called Health and Nutrition. The moderator here is Dr. Shambhu Banik, a famous gentleman in our community. This week, Dr. Banik has plenty of questions for Dr. Lalita Kaul. The topic is diet and its relationship to cancer. Dr. Kaul is a well-known professor at Howard University College of Medicine. Let's join the discussion.
Good morning. On behalf of Global Television Network, it is my, again, great pleasure and honor to welcome back Dr. Lalita Kaul, Professor of Nutrition at Howard University. Professor Kaul, welcome back.
Thank you.
Popular demand to Global Television Network Health and Nutrition Program.
Thank you. It's a pleasure being here.
During the last few sessions, you talked about heart and healthy heart as well as the causes of heart disease. This morning, we'll be talking about one of the most deadliest disease in our society, cancer. Could you tell our viewers what are some of the causes for cancer and what are different types of cancer?
There are several causes for cancer. One is if there is a genetic, if there in the family there has been a breast cancer, you have to do your screening more often, and that's something we cannot do anything. But you can take precautions, you can use prevention to offset it and not having. And the causes of cancer, it's a very controversial field, diet and cancer. There's a lot of debate, but a lot of research studies have been coming. And the one in this country and also back home, the highest is the breast cancer and colon cancer. Even younger and younger people are getting it, and prostate cancer. I had in my department at the medical school, we had a big grant many years ago on prostate cancer. Why is it that some people have more prostate cancer than other people? And the conclusion of the study was that environmental diet played a major role.
In prostate cancer?
Yes, yes. We did different population. In one population, it was 5 times higher. And we went on their diet history for more than 20 years ago. And cancer is not something overnight. So now the risk factors, it's over a period of time. And there are some because of excess intake of something, or some which you are deficient in. So there are various factors, and some of the research we have does not give us a direct relationship. It is indirect relationship. But now there are definitely studies linking especially breast, colon, and prostate cancer with fat, high fat intake. In my own study on prostate cancer, which I published several papers and have also made a manual for my medical students and residents whom I teach, and high fat intake and processed meat.
High fat?
Yes, high fat diet, preservatives, pesticides, all these have contributed to some extent, are the risk factors.
How about colon cancer?
Colon cancer studies with the diet relationship is diet here like 25 years ago, 30 years ago, diet in USA was maybe meat, salad, and apple pie. And we are Americans, of course, too, living here, is they're getting exposed more to the high fiber diet, high vegetable diet. And these scientists did study what happened to this population. They have low colon cancer. One of the important factors was low fiber diet. And that's why you see many bars with high fiber, high protein. You see protein shakes, high fiber, and Americans are getting very much educated in high fiber diet. What happens is if your diet is low in fiber, it stays for a long time in the large intestine. The transit period is low. As a result, some kind of bacteria develops, and in that process what happens is there is some injury to the mucus, and if it happens for a long time and you have a genetic predisposition, so this can give over the period of time to the carcinogenesis process.
How about skin cancer?
Skin cancer, it's more frequent here in the USA, is more exposure to the direct sun ultraviolet lights, which are very high between 10 and 2. Now, some sunlight is important because we get vitamin D, and which we are lacking these days. We wear heavy clothes, we are most inside, but there are some people, there are even tanning salons, they really like to do, and it may not develop for some time, but suddenly it just comes in a big blast, and many people have gone through that.
How about liver cancer?
Liver cancer is, it can progress sometimes by just some cirrhosis, which can be maybe hepatitis C you have developed either through blood transfusion or some other problem, and if it is not cured, it can lead to cancer. And liver cancer can also, if your diet is indirectly lead to his diet is high in fat, and the obese people have then fatty liver, and if you don't take care of the fatty liver, then it can develop, because as we know, liver is our factory in the body. Everything gets through the body and gets detoxified, and then it is distributed to different parts of the body. So if the liver is injured, then sometimes it can slowly, it's a slow process, it can lead to that means it's advanced beyond anything if it has metastasized, unless it is contained. So they have these days liver transplants. But if it is preventable, why not take early precautions about it?
You mentioned liver cirrhosis. My understanding is liver cirrhosis is caused by excessive alcohol use.
Excessive alcohol use, but there can be also there is some process going on in the liver. It can be not due to alcohol, people are not drinking. It can start with just a fatty liver. Sometimes indirectly through diabetes, things are not getting metabolized properly, and you have fatty liver, and fatty liver causes carcinogens. Then there may be bleeding, there may be sepsis. It's like I tell my students, our body is made of different lights, green, yellow, red. So if one light is out of sync, the whole system gets messed up. So there are many, many causes of cirrhosis besides just only the alcohol is the major one. But there are people who don't drink, but they develop liver cirrhosis.
Can you comment on the incidence of cancer in Asian American as well as Indian American?
Cancer is, they are not, what has happened is cancer is now in India last few years we're doing, because in this country we have very high technology and prevention, detection, breast cancer, colon, they are even thinking of having a profile from your genes, what you might be this thing. Like in India, we are very advanced, we are doing so well, but it's not detected early. For example, breast cancer, if it is detected early, you can prevent the relapse or something early stage. The key is getting it early stage. So in our country, even though we're so advanced, but it may not be caught at early stage, while in this country, it's caught at an early stage, and then you can do, you know, all the drugs, diet, everything.
You mentioned environment. Could you highlight some of the aspects of the environmental factors which might be causing cancer?
Well, lung is obvious if you are even in passive smoking, and
lung cancer, yeah.
you can develop, alveoles, small bags get restricted, this thing, it can lead to cancer. And then in environment is food, and food supplements, they are not completely supervised by FDA, it's only the drugs. Only this morning there was a big story that some of the supplement it's out, it has some dangerous products. So they every time screening. So you have some.
What are those supplemental products? Do you know?
Oh, there are supplement, well, if the food is cured with nitrites, we have natural nitrates in our body, in our saliva. But if we take like cured meat, smoked meat, too much, then we spray so much, we processed. So combination of these factors can lead to cancer. It's not saying that if you eat this, you'll get it. For example, now in this country, they are using more smoke air just to give the flavor. Like in other countries, why is their stomach cancer is very high in Japan? They
Japan?
eat, yes, they eat very high cured meats.
Cured meat.
It's smoked, and they're more nitrosamines, and they get a lot of pickled, the process, and that's very high. But here, so these are the environmental factors: processed foods, highly cured, smoked. In my, this is again not to say some of them are protective, we can eat it, not get infection. But in my own study on prostate cancer, we saw a strong relationship between processed food and prostate cancer.
How about barbecue? This is very popular thing.
Yeah, barbecue is once in a while it's fine, but you have to be careful, don't burn it, because in the process the carcinogens form. But sometimes you eat, it's okay, but if you like it burnt, because what happens is there is formation of radicals. And radicals are little dots, and they can lead to carcinogenesis.
You know, in Louisiana they call blackened fish and blackened meat. They have to, that's become very popular. How do you comment on that?
Well, you have to put your own limits, what you enjoy. If you're taking, if you like it, take it once or twice, and do follow all the other do's and don'ts, then you're okay.
This segment will be aired during Christmas.
Yes.
Would you like to tell our viewers Merry Christmas?
Merry Christmas, and enjoy, eat in moderation, and do exercise same time. It will be fine.
Well, again, on behalf of Global Television Network, our producer, our president, Mrs. Nilima Mehra, I want to wish you Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
And all the best during the holiday
Thank you.
month.
Thank you.
To you. Thank you again for sharing your views with us.
Thank you very much.